I'm going to show you how to make a cappuccino on this little Breville, and I will pause throughout so that you can pause the video, but I'm basically just going to go through all of the steps in sequence explaining what I'm doing and why. First, you'll see I have everything set out. It can be a little frantic once the things start going, and it's best to just have all your materials set out. So that includes espresso beans, a little scoop, a moistened paper towel, your knockbox for dry grinds, as much milk as you think you're going to put into your coffee, and the proper mug for your drink. First, I've had it already warming up. I pressed the power button. It's been going for maybe 5-10 minutes. That's about as much as I like to let it sit. And I leave it on these grinds unless you really know what you're doing and how to tweak. I use the grind amount 4, grind size 5, and double shot. And if you want a single shot, just dump out half and you have yourself a double shot. Okay, so this gauge won't tell you anything until this starts going. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to take off the top, and we're going to take 2 healthy scoops, drop it in there, and why not a tiny little bit just to tap it off, just to be sure. So a double shot requires 2 scoops. That's the first thing. Use that for freshness. And voila. Now, one thing that used to get me about the Breville when I was starting, I couldn't quite get my hands around, is that you don't actually need to press this button. That changes the filter size, and we don't want to do that. We always want to pull a double. And you don't need to push and hold this in. You just tap it. Let it go. Now, you can see that's a pretty heaping grind. You shouldn't have to knock too much off, but I am going to have to set the phone down for a second. Tap it down. Okay, I just kind of flattened it, and another little gotcha. This is not attached. That's just a little magnet. So we're going to take that off. I'm going to do this one-handed. We're just looking to press down fairly firmly and give a little bit of weight there, and make sure that's even. Make sure you've got no big grinds off the sides. You're not looking to kill the thing. We're going to have to just set that back. Okay, that is a pretty well tamped. You can take criticism with it, but pretty well tamped little thing there. All right, I'm going to drop the cup under. And it's always just good to check the water level back here. You can see it's got about 1 inch above min. I'll probably fill it up after this, just to be kind. But it's fine for now. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. There's nothing else I can do here. Now, always pull a double shot. And let's do that. Nice, rich, creamy ground. You don't want it to be watery. You also don't want it to take way too long. And that's good. There's my shot. Looks great. We're gonna take this guy out immediately because there's no reason to let it sit there. And then tap. You want to tap the edge so that it falls right out. It might actually be just a little light on grinds, but that's okay. You can see the puck in there. You want to keep, for the most part, puck form. If it comes out sludgy, then you didn't put enough in there. You might have tapped single instead of double on accident. In terms of the grind size, you might have pulled out too early, might have not put enough beans in the reservoir. Should at least retain that puck. If it's way too dry, or again, it doesn't feel like you really got as much coffee as you expected from a double shot, You probably somehow put too much in there. You're probably fiddling with the grind amounts. It's okay, we've all done it. Okay, now for the steam. The steam is, I'm just gonna turn the machine. You get it started by placing this over the grill and then steam. And you'll know it's ready when you start to hear a nice EDM thud. There we go. And when you get consistent steam, this is going to be interesting to do. But I'm just going to give it a shot. You want to place it in quickly and below the surface of the milk and at an angle. You can see it's kind of going on the side. And I'm looking to spin the milk. And I go until it's about hot to the touch. I think, remember exactly how many degrees it is. It's like 110 or so, 105. But, you know, some people like it hot. If you like it hotter, then you're going to end up backing off of the actual mug itself and grabbing the handle so that you can withstand the heat that's being generated. But as soon as I feel heat, I go ahead, I turn it off and let it finish in there, and then immediately you grab your moistened paper towel, which you had ready, and you just give it a nice thing, because otherwise it starts to dry. That's normal. Otherwise it starts to dry right away. It becomes really hard to get off. It's super easy to get off if you just do it right then. I am a big fan in coffee of cleaning your station right away. Okay, got a nice silky texture. Gonna spin, get the big bubbles out, and I'm not gonna be able to hold both things properly, so I'm just gonna go for it. But normally you'd hold the cup at an angle, and then you go in fast. That's good enough. There you go. That's how you use the machine. It's helpful if you rinse everything, you dump your grinds, and you even pull this out. This guy's attached by a magnet, and kind of annoyingly actually. There you go. Pull this out and dump that into the sink, give it a nice rinse, and then toss it back in. Give everything one more wipe down, turn the machine off. You've made yourself a cappuccino.